We created nuclear waste, oil spills, and toxic metal rivers. We poisoned oceans, contaminated groundwater, and left radioactive scars across the planet. But nature created something far more powerful. An organism that survives radiation 1,000 times stronger than what kills a human. A microscopic creature that endured the vacuum of outer space. Bacteria that eat oil in the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean. Microbes that thrive in acids strong enough to burn your skin. They survived mass extinctions, ice ages, asteroid impacts. And now, they might save us from ourselves. What if I told you there's a bacterium that survives radiation 1,000 times stronger than what would kill you? And right now, scientists are using it to clean up nuclear waste. In the most extreme places on Earth, and even in outer space, organisms are thriving where nothing should survive. And these ancient survivors are now humanity's secret weapon against pollution. I'm about to show you 4 mind-blowing discoveries that are changing everything we know about life, survival, and environmental cleanup. Let's dive in. 1956. Scientists are trying to sterilize canned meat using massive doses of radiation. The goal? Kill every single living thing. The meat should be completely dead. But when they open the cans, something is growing. Something that shouldn't exist. Here's how insane this is. 5 grays of radiation kills a human. 200 grays kills most bacteria. This thing survives 5,000 grays with 0 loss of viability. Now here's the crazy part. Scientists thought it had some kind of radiation shield. They were wrong. Radiation absolutely shatters its DNA into hundreds of fragments. But within 24 hours, it perfectly reassembles its entire genome. Every single piece. According to 2023 research, it has the most efficient DNA repair system ever discovered. It's called Deinococcus radiodurans. The Guinness Book of World Records calls it the world's most radiation-resistant organism. And today, scientists are engineering it to survive in radioactive waste while simultaneously eating toxic pollution. Nature's ultimate survivor is becoming our cleanup crew. But that's just the beginning. Because if you think a radiation-proof bacterium is impressive, wait until you meet the organism that survived in outer space. This is a tardigrade, also called a water bear. It's barely visible to the naked eye, about the size of a grain of sand. In 2007, the European Space Agency did something crazy. They launched 3,000 of these things into low Earth orbit. For 10 days, they exposed them to the vacuum of space. No protection, just raw cosmic radiation, solar UV rays, and the complete absence of air, water, and pressure. The result? 68% survived. And those survivors? They gave birth to completely normal, healthy offspring. Tardigrades survive temperatures from absolute 0 to 150 degrees Celsius. They handle pressures 6 times greater than the deepest ocean. They can be completely dried out for decades and come back to life when rehydrated. In 2024, scientists discovered their secret, a unique protein called TDR1. When they put this tardigrade gene into human cells, those cells survived radiation dramatically better. Think about it. A protein from a microscopic animal that lives in moss could protect humans from radiation. This changes cancer treatment and space exploration forever. These organisms prove that life can survive anywhere. But survival is only half the story. Because some extremophiles don't just survive in toxic environments, they actually clean them up. And that brings us to one of the worst environmental disasters in history. April 20th, 2010. The Deepwater Horizon oil rig explodes in the Gulf of Mexico. For 87 straight days, oil pours into the ocean. 4.9 million barrels. The largest marine oil spill in human history. But here's the problem. The leak is 5,000 feet underwater. Crushing pressure, near freezing temperatures, total darkness. How do you clean that up? Scientists discovered something incredible. The deep ocean already had cleanup crews. Microscopic, cold-loving bacteria that evolved near underwater oil seeps. Species like Alcanivorax borcumensis don't just survive these conditions, they eat oil as their primary food source. They handle extreme pressure, freezing water, high salt concentration, and toxic hydrocarbons all at once. According to 2024 research published in Advances in Extremophile Research, these organisms accelerated cleanup processes that scientists thought would take decades. The ocean didn't need us to fix it. It already had the tools. We just needed to understand and support them. Nature's been solving pollution problems for billions of years. Oil spills are catastrophic, but they're not the only toxic legacy we've left behind. Across the world, abandoned mines are poisoning groundwater with heavy metals and acid. This is pollution that traditional methods can barely touch. But extremophiles? They're turning toxic waste into treasure. This is acid mine drainage. The pH is below 3.0, more acidic than lemon juice. It's loaded with arsenic, mercury, cadmium, lead, metals that poison everything they touch. But certain bacteria thrive in this nightmare. Acidophiles don't just survive acid, they prefer it. Some species live comfortably at pH 1.0.
And they do something remarkable called bioleaching. They literally dissolve toxic metals out of contaminated soil and mine waste through chemical reactions. According to research published in August 2024 in the journal Minerals, bacteria like Acidithiobacillus ferrooxidans operate in conditions that would kill you instantly. Temperatures up to 80 degrees Celsius, pH levels that would burn your skin. And while they're detoxifying the environment, they're also recovering valuable resources: copper, aluminum, even rare earth elements essential for electronics and batteries. Scientists are now engineering these bacteria to tackle radioactive waste, uranium contamination, plutonium. Ancient organisms surviving in Earth's harshest places are cleaning up humanity's worst mistakes while extracting resources we desperately need. This isn't about the future. It's happening now. At the Hanford nuclear site in Washington, 56 million gallons of radioactive waste sit in underground tanks. 67 are actively leaking. Cleanup is projected at $677 billion over 75 years. And Hanford is just one of 500-plus contaminated nuclear sites worldwide. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch spans 1.6 million square kilometers, twice the size of Texas, holding 100 million metric tons of plastic. Microplastics have increased 50% since 2011. They've been found 10,000 meters deep in the Mariana Trench and inside us. A 2024 New England Journal of Medicine study found microplastics in the blood of 80% of people tested, even in placentas.
Global plastic production hit 460 million metric tons in 2023. Only 9% is recycled. PFAS, forever chemicals, contaminate drinking water serving 200+ million Americans. Rainwater worldwide now exceeds safety guidelines. A 2024 study detected PFAS in 99% of breast milk samples globally. There is no clean rain left. Heavy metals remain everywhere. 6 to 10 million lead pipes still in U.S. homes. 500,000 U.S. children with dangerous blood lead levels. 62 million metric tons of e-waste generated in 2023. These toxins don't disappear. They accumulate. Traditional cleanup is slow and expensive. Extremophiles, organisms that survive extreme environments, may offer a scalable solution by chemically breaking down waste instead of just storing it. This is no longer about environmentalism. It's about survival. So let's connect these discoveries. We've seen Deinococcus radiodurans, surviving and repairing damage from radiation that would obliterate human cells. Tardigrades, enduring the vacuum of space and teaching us how to protect human DNA. Microphiles, eating oil spills in the deep ocean where conventional cleanup fails. Acidophiles, thriving in toxic acid while extracting valuable metals from waste. These organisms represent billions of years of evolution, solving survival problems. And here's the profound part. They evolved to handle Earth's natural extremes: volcanic vents, glacial ice, radiation from rocks. But now, they're our best hope for surviving the extreme conditions we created. Industrial pollution, nuclear waste, chemical spills, plastic contamination. The solutions to 21st century problems are written in ancient genes. And extremophiles are already changing your life in ways you don't realize. Every COVID test you took, every DNA analysis, every genetic breakthrough of the last 40 years. It depends on Taq polymerase, an enzyme from a bacterium living in Yellowstone's boiling hot springs. According to the CAS database, extremophiles now produce bioplastics that break down naturally, biofuels from waste materials, antibiotics and anti-cancer compounds, industrial enzymes in your laundry detergent. But the future is even bigger. Protecting cancer patients from radiation therapy damage using tardigrade proteins. Shielding astronauts from cosmic radiation on Mars missions. Breaking down PFAS forever chemicals in drinking water. Continuous bioreactor systems processing contaminated water, soil, and air at massive scales. The global bioremediation market is projected to reach billions of dollars as extremophile technologies become standard for environmental cleanup. And we're just scratching the surface. Every extreme environment explored reveals new species with new capabilities. A bacterium in acid mine drainage, a tardigrade in garden moss, an archaeon at the ocean floor. The next breakthrough could be anywhere. Here's what blows my mind. Life has been evolving survival strategies for 3.8 billion years. We've been creating industrial pollution for maybe 200 years. When we face environmental crises, we don't need to invent solutions from scratch. We need to learn from the organisms that already solved these problems. This is the frontier of environmental science, biotechnology, and astrobiology combined. And the best part? We're just getting started. If you found this mind-blowing, here's what you can do. Hit subscribe. I break down cutting-edge science like this every week. Drop a comment. Which extremophile shocked you most? What other extreme organisms should I cover? Share this video. More people need to know these solutions exist. Remember, the microscopic organisms you're seeing right now survived mass extinctions, ice ages, and asteroid impacts. They're the ultimate survivors. And now, they're saving us from ourselves. Ancient genes, modern threats, revolutionary solutions. The answer to our pollution crisis might just be written in the DNA of life's toughest survivors. Thanks for watching. Stay curious.